75th Hunger Games have just finished, but in a completely unexpected way. And Katniss Everdeen has even more difficulties to face in this book. Being a fan of the Hunger Games series, I have been rereading the trilogy, and Mockingjay is the final and third book in the trilogy. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing about what I feel about this book, especially when I'm reading it for the second time. Hi there, I am Manpreet. I make book-related videos on this channel. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe, follow me on my social media, and turn your notifications on so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Honestly, I'm surprised how I just flew through the book. Normally, when I am reading a book, especially something I want to review on this channel, I am usually slow and very aware of what's happening in the book, how the plot is going on, how the characters are reacting, what could have been better, what has been done fantastically. I'm usually very aware of all of those things and I keep noting them down. But with the Hunger Games trilogy, I just could not stop myself for a moment and I just kept reading, which is one of the qualities I have loved about this trilogy. Even when I read it for the first time, at that time you must know that I was not a very big reader. I used to read books, I was reviewing books as well, but I was not that serious about reading. I was just a casual reader, okay? And to be able to finish a trilogy was something which is astonishing for me at that time. But even then, I was able to fly through these books, which is why I honestly recommend these books even to beginners. If you're a very beginner, I would not recommend you because of the language. But if you are comfortable with the language, go for this trilogy. It's a dystopian fiction. It's a very different kind of genre, and Hunger Games is actually the one that set the trend for dystopian fiction. You know, imagine a world where things are very different from the real world, and the government, and there is evil out there. It could be the government, it could be something else, and the whole system is about to collapse now that our protagonist is in the picture, which in this case is Katniss Everdeen. I do urge you to watch my last two reviews to make more sense of this review. But yes, there is this system where there's a capital and then there are 12 districts, the people of which are living under poverty and they have been oppressed by the capital, and overall they are having a very bad time. And then there is this event called the Hunger Games, which is an annual event to remind the districts to not rebel ever again, because they did rebel before, and now as a punishment they have to give 2 tributes from their district every year, all of which then have to fight in an arena until just one wins and rest of them die. And we have been following Katniss from book 1 and how things happen. There is 74th Hunger Games and there is 75th Hunger Games, and now this book is actually different in the way that you know, first 2 books were mostly about the Hunger Games. This is mostly about the rebellion, and there are a lot of things that happen in this one, and you know, it becomes a little bit darker than usual, because the first 2 books, even though there were a lot of, you know, sad stuff, people dying and all that, but this one really hits you hard because of the people that die in this book. Writing wise, a book that can be read so easily in such a smooth manner. I think I'm nobody to comment on the writing because it's just perfect. And yes, one thing I would say that this book, as I had already read it, I did feel like there were a lot of things that I would have appreciated as a first time reader. But that's a wish that every reader has, you know, to be reading their favorite book series once again without knowing what happens. That doesn't happen, but I still enjoyed this book a lot. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I'm so happy that I have been reading the Hunger Games trilogy, and now I'm totally ready to read, you know, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is the prequel that recently came out, which is actually the reason why I'm rereading the trilogy, because I know myself. I knew that if I was going to read the prequel without reading the whole trilogy first, I would not get most of the things. For example, like there is this character which features in this book and then features in the prequel as well, not the President Snow. He's the obvious character there. I'm so intrigued because this character had a very small role, okay, and then this character actually comes up in that book, and her role over there, it just intrigues you so much. So I'm really happy to be rereading the trilogy before reading the prequel, and I would totally recommend it to you if you are a Hunger Games fan and if you have read all of the books before as well. If you haven't read these, please go ahead and read these books because they are fantastic. I'm sure you will love it. And now guys, a disclaimer for you guys. I have been doing these reviews where I also talk a little bit about the spoilers. So now I'm going to get into the spoilers, so you stop watching now and come back to this video for sure once you're done reading the books. And before you go, do not forget to hit a thumbs up if you want to support this channel. If you like my reviews, if you like my videos, please hit a thumbs up, because that really helps to support this channel. Okay, I have to say that normally I never watch reviews of other people, okay, before doing my own review, but this time I just wanted to see what people are saying about it. First of all, a lot of people are saying the first book is good, second and third is not that good. I believe that is something that happens when you love the first book so much. Rest of the experience always fades, but I think these are really good. I enjoyed all three of these very well, and in this one there is a lot of you would say darkness, which I saw other people also mention, because normally most of the people you really care about, walk away free in these novels. But this one has people that die. This one has really tormenting experience for you as a reader, especially if you love Peeta. The things that happened to Peeta, it was just so heartbreaking. And I feel like last time it was more heartbreaking for me. This time I just knew this was going to happen, so it was a bit toned down for sure, but it was still something that really made me sad, that really made me feel so bad. And then other characters dying, for example Finnick's death, when it came in the book for the first time I was reading it, I was shocked. And I remember when there was mention of Annie later in the book, I remember like shedding a tear for that. And this time I was like, okay, Finnick died. So that was something I really felt sad over, because I just could not feel the sadness of that moment, because I so remember crying over Finnick's death. And now this time it was just like, yeah, he's gonna die, I knew that already. So that was a little bit of honestly, this whole book I was reading it, I would say my mindset was not about like what happens next. I know what happens next, and I was just reading it. I was just trying to get to the point where in the end of the book, Peeta asks her, do you love me, real or not real? And I was just trying to get to that point because that was my favorite moment in the book. Because obviously you guys know that, because obviously you guys, can you guys see Frodo here? Hi, Bilbo. We're talking about the book. Hit a thumbs up for him if you haven't already, okay? That was my favorite moment in the book, and I just kept waiting for it. I feel like I read this whole book for that moment. And when it came, again, it was not so big for me as it was for the first time. So I'm a little bit disappointed with myself, honestly, for not being able to enjoy it as much as I did last time. I mean, I could not just celebrate those moments when they happened. I was just waiting for them, and I knew I loved them. But then when it came, I see a lot of people on YouTube also talking about Prim's death, and a lot of people are of the viewpoint that she didn't need to die, she was just randomly cut off. But I feel like that was so important, even though we hated a character we like dying, but it was so important for the story, according to me, because that made it so tragic. And also Katniss started off trying to protect her sister, and the real tragedy is, after going through a lot of this, she just could not protect her sister in the end. So that was very tragic. And if you don't know, I have a thing for such tragic, poetically tragic or dark moments. I just have a thing for them, so I liked it. A lot of people just hated, I feel like a lot of people hated Prim's death, not because they thought it was unnecessary, but because they thought it shouldn't have happened. So that could also drive your opinion, because you just didn't want this to happen, and then this happened. So you might call it unnecessary, or it might really be unnecessary, unless you are dark like me. I would also say, when they are in the capital and all the Mutts attack and all the things that start happen to them when they are actually in the capital back in the Hunger Games, all of those things were quite surprising and quite exciting for me the first time. This time they were not so exciting, but at the same time I just feel like that's something that was supposed to happen, because I seriously remembered a lot of it. I thought I didn't, but I actually remembered everything that was about to happen. So that kind of marred my experience a bit, but otherwise I love this book. Obviously, you tell me what you thought about this book. If you have read it for the first time, or if you have reread it, to read the prequel. Just let me know what you think about it, and I'll be back very soon with the prequels review, which I'm very excited about. But that's something you have to see in the next video. So I really hope you will join me for the next video as well. If you haven't subscribed to me, do subscribe, hit a thumbs up to this video, and yes, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this one, and don't forget to discuss about this book with me in the comments below. And yes, thank you so much for watching this one. This is Manvi signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.